Hi guys, welcome to my kitchen. We're in a different location this go round for this video because I was doing some research on something that I had heard about but hadn't actually done before. I don't know how many of you guys have heard of sugar waxing. So it's kind of like regular waxing, but it is supposedly less painful and less likely to burn and rip skin off and all sorts of unpleasant things of that nature. So I wanted to try it. I used to, when I was growing up, my mom would wax my eyebrows. These are completely, there might be a little bit of product left over from my makeup look this morning, but for the most part, this is what my brows look like. So they're really dark, and I get really dark hair, right across my lip, and, I can't always go out and get these things, threaded or waxed or whatever. Now, I'm going to say right now, I prefer threading over waxing. But if I can do this at home, this would be a really, really great thing to add to, my repertoire or whatever. Plus, I think this might be a cool thing to try. I have never done this before. So every single solitary bit of this is going to be on camera the first time. So that's that. I'm going to go ahead and apologize in advance. I do have clothes in. The washer's running. It may or may not actually, the washer's running. It might get a little loud in here every once in a while. But yeah, so the ingredients for this, it is, let me double check. It is 2 cups of white sugar, a 1/4 cup of lemon juice, 2 tablespoons of water, and a teaspoon of salt. So you mix you don't mix them, you pour all of it into a pot. All of that. And then you just let it sit. You turn it on medium and let it sit until it boils. And then once it boils, you start stirring it. That's what it looks like the instructions are saying to me anyways. So that's what I'm going to try. I have no idea if this is going to work. I might burn it. This video may never see the light of day. But we're going to give it a shot. And I am going to, I'm not going to talk during the actual making of this process. I will, have the ingredients up on the screen, and I'll have them in the description box, and I will also provide a link to the article that I used for the recipe in the description box below. That way, you can try it too at home and, let me know how it goes. So, we're going to try it, we're going to see how it goes, and wish me luck. Took way longer than I thought it was going to, which is really annoying. But, oh well. So, after I pour it into a bowl, I use stainless steel. It says either stainless steel or glass. Aluminum doesn't really react very well with the mixture. It says to let it cool probably about 30 minutes. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave it. Just going to go off camera, do things. But yeah, I'm just going to let that cool, and we're going to see how it goes. I'll check back in with you guys, and I think I've decided that I'm going to post this whether or not it turns out. So, gonna let it cool, gonna let it solidify a little bit, and then I'll check back in with you guys, and we'll see what strange mixture I ended up with. Alright guys, I'm back. It's been about a half an hour, probably closer to 45 minutes at this point, and I now have a bowl of this. It is liquidy like it said it would be. And the cooler bits of it are very sticky. There's still some parts in the middle that are a little, I think, probably a little bit too runny and goopy and still need to cool off a little. So I'm going to try to use the bits that don't need to cool off some, because the bits that do actually kind of hurt. So this is what we're working with here. Not sure if I cooked it too long or not long enough. We're going to give this a shot. Alright. So I think you got to roll it into a ball. If I can do so. I'm going to try rolling it up in a little ball. So I've got a ball. It looks like this. I'm going to spread it thinly across. I'm going to attempt to spread it thinly across my lip, my upper lip. Or I'm just going to let it happen, because this doesn't seem to want to work. My awkward little mustache. And ow. I'm not 100% sure that did any good. Says you can reuse pieces until they're not sticky anymore. So, gonna do it again. I haven't decided if this is a fail or a success. Starting with the middle, because it's easier to just pack it on in the middle. Stick a little bit between my eyes. It just kind of separates. This is kind of what I'm working with. It's very sticky. Once it's a little bit more solid, it doesn't really have a smell. But when it's liquidy, it smells kind of like sour lemonade-ish. Or like the time I tried to make hot tea and didn't have any lemon, so I put lemonade in it instead. Okay. Part of the problem here is that it's sticking more to my fingers than to my face. So we're going to try pressing, maybe? Okay, we're just going to keep sticking it to my fingers then. Peel this off. Ouch. I see it's taking hairs. So when I can get it on, it's working. Getting it on seems to be the struggle here. Ooh, I can actually see the difference here. Okay. This is all over my fingernails. It's going to be fun to wash off. I'm definitely not going to reuse it. Next time I make this, I'm making half, if I do it again, ever. Put it right here. Because, like, of what you put on, expect, like, a half of it or so to just not stick. At least half, maybe more than half. Because, like, this is the stuff that fell off. I'm gonna leave that. Fish around in here for a little bit more. Okay, why? That's my biggest problem with this right now, is that it'll, if I can get it to stick, it works really well. But most of the time, it just sticks to my fingers. Okay, that might be acceptable. Oh god, that did not feel good. I don't know if I got any off or not. I got it all over my lips. I can't tell you how excited I initially was by this. I thought this was going to be the answer to all sorts of weird problems. That can just stay. That did zero good. Like, it looks like wax, the color of wax. Actually, it's the color of earwax, and it's really gross. Let's get a little bit of fresh. Try that. Yeah, it works really well when I can get it to work, but it doesn't spread very well. It doesn't hold very well. I'm going to put this on the list of DIYs that you should just, to do yourself, that you should don't yourself. Ouch. Yeah, this doesn't hurt any less than waxing, at least than the wax that I always used. And honestly, it's got the texture of old, bad wax once it, like, dries down to being useful. That's what it feels like. It feels like what it's like when you have, like, an at-home wax kit and your wax is too old and it's not going to work anymore. So, this is what I'm working with. And I'm going to give it a solid D- because it didn't quite 100% fail. I got a little bit of hair off of my upper lip area, and it's like, it's lighter. I can tell it's lighter. But it stings just as much as regular waxing, and it did not make it any easier. It actually made it more complicated because I have no idea how I'm going to get this out of this bowl, or, for that matter, off of my hands. So, well, that was a fail, but I think it's a good thing to share with you guys because it was tried. It was not successful. So, if you learned something, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Bye guys, see you next time.